Well, I'd like to welcome you to Lesson 1. And first, what I'd like to do is show you a set of slides so you get an overview of what we're about to show you. I think you'll be quite pleased with 6 or 7 applications that we're going to do today to show you AI. And I'm going to do it very quickly, just as a quick flyby, so you can just get a general taste of what AI can do for you as a teacher in the classroom. Very quickly, I'd like you to go ahead and sit back and relax. This portion of your Lesson 1 is not for taking notes. It's for you to just get a general sense of what you can do and what you can't do. What is AI? AI stands for Artificial Intelligence, and it will make your life easier by helping you perform tasks much more quickly. The theme that I want you to see as we go through the different tasks for AI is that when using ChatGPT, treat it as your teaching assistant and ask questions as if you were talking to a real person. We'll show you each of these 6 uses: writing a letter to parents, learning a language, creating a quiz, playing chess, having an interview with Abe Lincoln, and producing a lesson plan for learning photosynthesis. Let's jump right into it. Go to Google and go ahead and type in ChatGPT. As the first response, you'll get ChatGPT most of the time. If you've never created an account, go ahead and click on Login and follow the instructions. If you have created an account, when you click on ChatGPT, it'll bring you right away to a text box at the bottom. You can use that text box to ask any question. Let's get right into it. I'm going to go kind of quickly because in this particular video, it's not to give you a tutorial of how to do things. It's rather to give you kind of a helicopter flyby over a forest so you can just see what can be done with ChatGPT. Let's start out by having a letter written to the parents in your classroom. And what I'd like to do to help me interact with ChatGPT as a person, I like to start out by saying this: can I call you Fred? ChatGPT replies, sure, you can call me Fred. How can I assist you today? And then I reply, you can call me George. That way, when we interact with one another, we're on a first name basis. Then I'll say, Fred, please create a letter to parents and remind the parents to tell their students to dress warmly. I'm going to go ahead and open this up a little bit. Then I just hit click or return, and right away, ChatGPT, or in my case, Fred, has created a letter for me. And I'll just read the first paragraph. Dear parents, as we transition into the colder months, we want to ensure the comfort and well-being of all our students during their time at school. With the dropping temperatures, it's important for students to dress warmly, to stay cozy, and focus throughout the day. If you're helping students learn a language, or let's say you have a good number of Spanish-speaking parents, you can say, translate the letter into Spanish. And because ChatGPT has situational awareness, it already knows what has been typed in before, and then it goes ahead and creates the same letter in a different language according to what you placed. Estimados padres, a medida que nos adentramos en los meses más fríos, queremos garantizar la comodidad y el bienestar, ... If you're actually teaching your students Spanish, you can say this. Write 2 words in Spanish and give the conjugation. It gives you 2. It says, please provide the 2 words. Okay, so it wants the words from me. Let's say I don't have 2 words in mind. I'll just say, you choose. Again, I'm just talking in my own way of speaking. So it chose bailar, to dance, and comer, to eat. And it gave both words in the conjugation from yo, tú, él, nosotros, vosotros, and ellos. Now let's go back to the slide, and we've done the first two, and now let's create a quiz and then play chess. So let's do this. Using Common Core ELA for 8th graders, create a 2-question quiz. It knows all the numbers of the standards, and so it can create a quiz for me on the fly. Now let's play chess. Please show me the board. Now ChatGPT only does things in text. Of course, in this class, I'll show you other capabilities that AI can do using other applications. You can do images, you can even do videos. But ChatGPT itself just uses text. So it gives you this kind of board, and once you learn how this board works, you can play chess. You can also play Hangman. You can play Monopoly. And you can even play Battleship. Battleship's a little bit harder to play with ChatGPT, but still, there's a variety of things you can do. The next two things I'd like to show you, let me go ahead and just show you what Battleship will show you. That's the text version right there. I moved a little bit too quickly off that. Sorry about that. Now we'll go back, and now let's show how to have an interview with Abraham Lincoln and how to create a lesson plan. So I'll just say, hey Fred, play Abraham Lincoln for me. ChatGPT says, sure, I'd be happy to play Abraham Lincoln. Just clarify, are you looking for a role play scenario or a presentation information about Abraham Lincoln? I'll just say role play. Then I'll ask a question. Tell me about the most difficult time in your presidency. It says undoubtedly it was a civil war. And it gives you a variety of situations that were very tough for Abraham Lincoln. You know, you can even interview, even though he's passed away and our condolences go to him, you can interview Kobe Bryant. Please play the basketball player, Kobe Bryant. And we can ask him, how did you pass away? We miss you. As Kobe, I appreciate your kind words. My passing was a tragic accident that occurred on January 26, 2020. I, along with my daughter, Gianna, and 7 others, lost our lives in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. And then let's go on to the very last thing. Again, our condolences go out to the family of Kobe Bryant. And let's create a lesson plan. Create a lesson plan for photosynthesis. And this is what Fred does. It gives a title, it gives a duration, it gives the material that's needed, it gives a hands-on activity, it gives an assessment, and it gives homework, and then it gives a final assessment. You can do something like create a lesson plan for learning the Pythagorean theorem and provide a relevant application to me in my daily life. It jumps right in. It not only gives you a lesson plan, but just like the country of Finland has found that it's done so well in mathematics because it has provided personal applications to its students, you also can ensure and make sure that the lesson plan has a relevancy portion. And so you have the objective, the grade level, the duration, materials, the procedure, explanation of the Pythagorean theorem, hands-on activity, and then you have real-life application. Explain to students that the Pythagorean theorem has many practical applications in everyday life, particularly in fields like construction, architecture, and engineering. And so lesson planning is something that we'll get deep into so that you can create lesson plans on the fly. You'll be quite delighted at all the things you can do. With that, I'd like to just say thank you very much for taking this class. I believe you're going to find lots of personal applications and lots of uses that make you feel that you have a teaching assistant with a wide variety of intelligence for your access and use. Thank you so much.